This is a budget-friendly cargo e-bike that claims to deliver power, utility, and long-range performance, all without breaking the bank. But how does it actually perform in real-world riding? Well, I've been testing it out, and today I'm going to tell you what works, what doesn't, and whether this is the right cargo e-bike for you.
Hey everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today we're reviewing the new Engwe LE20 electric cargo bike. Come along with us while we check it out.
Let's start with the hub motor, which you can't really see, but I promise is hidden back there somewhere behind the plastic protectors designed to keep your kids' Skechers out of that rear wheel. The LE20 has a 750 watt rear hub motor, but it actually peaks at 1300 watts, which is more than enough power for city riding and some light to medium duty cargo hauling. With pedal assist, I can just about hit 28 miles per hour, but like any Class 2 e-bike walking the legal line with Class 3 performance, it is limited to 20 miles per hour when using the throttle. Engwe also went with a half-twist throttle, which we all know is the only right and true throttle choice for an e-bike. With every thumb throttle, we stray further from God. When you're not using that throttle, you'll be able to enjoy the included torque sensor, which makes the pedal assist feel smoother and more responsive, which is a nice touch compared to cheaper cadence sensors that can feel laggy or even jumpy. On budget e-bikes like these, cheap cadence sensors are kind of par for the course, so I'm glad to see a torque sensor included here. You'll also need that pedal assist if you want to get anywhere close to the more than 100 miles of claimed range, or the massive 200 miles of claimed range if you're rocking the dual battery version I'm testing here. These aren't small batteries either. At 48 volt and 19.2 amp hours each, these are just under 1 kilowatt hour batteries, which is more in one battery than you'll find in most e-bikes on the market. But with two of these batteries, you can see how they got that 200 mile range claim, even if it's probably going to be half of that in real-world testing, on higher power levels and with a bit of throttle riding thrown in for good measure. I also like how you can even see both batteries' charge levels displayed on the LCD screen, so you aren't guessing if one is nearly full and the other is nearly empty because you forgot to charge it. Speaking of, the display on this budget e-bike has no business looking this good, but yet here we are. I mean, just look at this shot. I'm bouncing around trying to ride one-handed and film on my phone with the other, but I imagine you can still pretty easily read the screen. Now imagine you're riding it like you're supposed to. This is a very clear display and I am impressed by it. However, Engwe immediately lost me again with the design of these rear safety panels. I'm not against safety panels. No one wants to be picking their kid's foot up off the side of the road and then explaining that to their wife. But the problem here is that the panels are so large that they cover every bit of frame in the rear, leaving me nowhere to lash to. This is a cargo bike for crying out loud, and I can't tie cargo to it. I did a mail run during my testing, but when I tried to tie these two small packages to it, I had to tie one side to the derailleur guard, which is not ideal, and on the other side I just found a bit of frame at the chainstay, which is the bike equivalent of begging for crumbs here. Now, mine does not have the footrests on it, and I think they do include footrests now for the rear passenger, so that might give you something to tie to, but again, not ideal tying down that low. Just give me back a little bit of frame here, folks. But that's probably my last complaint. From here on out, things are pretty good. I love the smaller 20 by 3 inch wheels and tires, as they keep the center of gravity low. I like the included bench pads for passengers, though again, footrests are probably a must if you're bringing someone with you. I like those dual batteries, and I love the price, starting at $1,295, or add another $300 for the second nearly 1 kilowatt hour battery. The only other downside to the bike is probably the 91 pound weight, but it's a cargo e-bike, and you knew going in that a dual battery stretched cargo e-bike with a 1300 watt peak motor wasn't going to be a lightweight ride. For the price, you get a lot here. It's not a fancy bike, and it's not a fancy brand, but I'm very happy with what I see and how the bike performs. I'd be happier with 2 inches of exposed frame rail in the rear, but I can live. Thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed that review. If you did, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time, everyone.